So guys, in today's video I'm going to teach you exactly how to mix your melodies. In the last couple of videos we've made before, I made a video like how to make insane melodies, and now in today's video I'm doing like kind of like the second part where I am like teaching you how to mix the melody that I made on that video. Okay, so just before we start, don't forget to just follow all my social media, to subscribe, and that's it. Let's jump on FL Studio. So guys, I'm right here in FL Studio. I'm just gonna play the melody just because you probably have the curiosity to know how it sounds a melody, and as well as good for you to be to know how it sounds a melody, because then you're gonna see what the transformation we're gonna go through this melody, because we're going to mix the melody so the melody will sound better at the end of the video. So let me just play this. As you can see, it's sounding good, but it's still, there's some things that I'm missing, and it's still not like finished because it's not mixed yet. Okay, so the first thing I want to touch a little bit more is in terms of the volumes. Your volumes, basically it means like, okay, maybe the vocals should sound like less loud, and I'm just gonna do that, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go right here, and I'm just gonna go all right here, and I'm just gonna change a little bit. So just gonna be like I actually will do this like on the mixer, so I'm just going to put it all there so that it's easier for me. So I'm just gonna put it all right here. By the way, if you're interested into learning more how to make better trap beats and melodies and how to mix it, and you want more good sounds for the drums, for the melodies, I basically got a course which is in the link in the description, where I teach you how to make melodies, make drums, and how to mix your beats, you get what I mean? And then I give you access to a free sound kit with the sounds that I'm using right now in this melody, a free drum kit, and a free template. Okay, so if you're interested, it's down below. Go check it out, and let's continue with the video. So guys, now I'm right here. So I'm just gonna basically touch on this. I already had done this a little bit, but let me just play with these things and just see like what should I do, if I should increase a little bit the volume in this specific melody. So the best way to do that is just like solo the melody right here. I don't know what I did, but yeah. Basically this is soloing the drums, but I still don't have drums, so it doesn't really matter. But so I'm just gonna first just only play the main melody. Then I'm gonna start feeling what I have to do, you get what I mean? Okay. Okay, I think it's done for now. Maybe like while you're doing it, you for example, you all of a sudden like you're like, oh no, actually I should lower the volume of this, you know what I mean? It can happen. Okay, so now after this, what I recommend you to do, it's the reverb, and then another things like Fritz Parametric IQ and things like that. I just actually start with the volume, and then actually for the I just go change the fruit parametric IQ, which is basically helps to make it sound, because sometimes there's some noise, and as well it's good because even if there's no noise, even if you don't really need it, you always need to cut some low frequencies, because if you don't do that, especially if it has a lot, it can be bad when you're going to add the drums, and then the 808 is going to sound less, will sound worse. Okay, so I'm just going to like go right here, just lower right here low. This one actually does not have a lot. And then right here, a little bit of more high frequencies. This one, and then okay, so now let's go right here. As you can see, there's some noise right here. The noise not always is bad, but it can actually be bad, you get what I mean? For example, when there's actually sometimes when people are making like for example, like especially like a lo-fi beat, which is basically a lo-fi song in general, you know what I mean? Lo-fi, there's no lo-fi genre, there's no vocals usually, nobody's singing on it, but sometimes they use like something called vinyl sound, which there's actually some noise, but it makes actually really nice, you know what I mean? So noise doesn't mean that's bad at all, but if it's not really what your goal, making a lo-fi, and it doesn't has to be a lo-fi, but if it's not your goal to have a little bit of noise, just to add like a vinyl vibe or something like that, I think there's white noise as well that you can use. If that's not the goal, then just cut the noise. Down. Okay, here we gotta wait for the right place. So it's right here. This does not have a lot of low frequencies at all. Oops. Oh, right here, as you can see, I was cutting some high frequencies, and then it actually sounds worse. Adding some frequencies right here just to make it a little bit more clear, and add some more high frequencies. Basically, that's it. This is actually the middle frequencies, and this is actually the high frequencies at all. Basically, the most high that you can hit. The most high is actually right here, you know what I mean? But here, it's so high that it's more like noise and shit, you know what I mean? And for example, right here, it's so low that's like the other way, you know what I mean? So, no, basically it was explaining like the high here, you would be the hi-hat, here the other way, you already understood. So now let's go for the next thing. Oh, what I did, I don't know. Okay, so now right here, right here, a lot of the sounds that I basically, let me just reset this. Oops, I don't know why it's not resetting, but okay. But a lot of the sounds, at least because I pick it up them from Splice, I just like still now, but I use from Splice. A lot of the times, as you can see right here, there's no really low frequencies right here. And there's already reverb because this is a sound that was already mixed, so I don't have to do a lot. Just maybe a little bit right here. and that's it. You know what I mean? So if you just, if there's reverb, but basically there's only frequencies right here, and there's no noise right here, just because it was mixed already. You know what I mean? So you don't have to do a lot. Okay, right here you gotta do more for the vocals. Depends on the what do you want, your goal, but I've seen that this works the best as well to how to, so that this vocal can fit on the melody. I think that's the best way I can say that. Cut some some low and high frequencies. Okay, not like right here, like this. Here, there's still some noise. Right here, you don't have anymore. Before, no, you got. I mean, you can see before and after. You got. I mean, this sounds better now. Okay, so we've done two very important things. Now let's talk about the reverb, which is basically, in this video I'm not going to teach you, oh, use these plugin. No, I'm going to really teach you with the most basic things in the world. But basically the fundamentals, the most important things, which is the things that I'm talking about in this video. Things I already said, things I'm still gonna say, I'm gonna explain to you. But yeah, the reverb, very important, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go right here and let's feel how much reverb this needs. It's already a sound from Spliced, so there's already some reverb. So decay right here. Here you just gotta touch it, and then you're gonna like just feel right here. You know what I mean? Some delay. Right here, it's more like, here's more like in a box, like in a small studio. Okay, I think it's fine now. Sometimes it's good to mix with things at the same time, because it's supposed to sound good with all the melodies, not just to sound good solo, but doesn't. But then if it doesn't sound good with everything, it doesn't matter if you were sounding good. Actually, I don't know what happened, but I don't know. Right here, I don't want a lot. Yeah, that's exactly. Right here, I want more, especially delay. I think now it's fine. I think actually in this one I will not even prepare, because it already has, and I don't feel that it's really necessary. Maybe as I'm doing this, I feel that's necessary, but now I don't really feel that it's necessary. And it's fine. You don't have to mix everything. Sometimes it's just about like, does it sound good? If it does not, do it. You get what I mean? There's no rules. There's not like, oh, you have to mix absolutely everything. You got what I mean? Because I already did the fruit permit. Already basically just cut. I had already cut some low and high frequencies from this, which I didn't have a lot already. You know what I mean? Because it was already mixed, so I don't really have to do a lot. You know what I mean? So right here, this especially, I have to put some reverb. Here I just put on solo. Some delay is important right here. Maybe not decay. A little bit. Less delay. Let's see. Okay, it's better now. Okay, so we did basically almost everything of the most important things, you know what I mean? There's just one last thing, which is something that it's so cool because you don't have to, at least on FL Studio, maybe on another DAWs, you can do the same way, like you don't have to download the plugin, you know what I mean? But right here, you don't have to download any plugins, which basically what I'm going to talk about it's image stereo, which is this thing right here, this small thing. For a while, I thought it was this one, but this one is just like to put on the left and the right, and then I just thought it doesn't exist, but was right here on my, like basically in front of me all the time. Okay, so right here I'm going to talk about image stereo, but right here as well because that helps. Okay, so image stereo basically, for example, the drums you want when you're, especially when you're listening that with headphones, you want the drums to sound more right here in the front of you, but you want the melody to sound more, not completely right here, but more like on the sides. That's it. And that helps as well, so the drums, because they are in another frequency, they're already like, they're not middle or high frequencies, they're already low, so they're already on their space, but now they're even more on their space, you know what I mean? Oops. Right here is the melody bus, which just changes it all. The problem is that the volume actually kinda increases when you do this, so sometimes you just have to lower the volume. And then right here, for example, we have these two things. One I'm gonna put it right here, one right here, and one right here. No, right here as well, like this. And the last thing I recommend you to do is to go right here and add a fruit parametric IQ, and just make sure there's not a lot of high frequencies. Like this. Don't cut all of them because then it will sound bad, the melody. But that's it. It's already sounding very good. Everything just combines more with everything, you know what I mean? Let me just, how it was before. You know what I mean? It was not sounding very good. It was sounding good, but not with the maximum potential, you know what I mean? And now everything's more in their place. And the main vocal is sounding better right here. When it's cutting, it doesn't really feel that it's cutting. It feels like it's smooth. But before was like when it was not playing the vocal, just felt like a complete cut and all that. So now it's playing better. It's sounding better. So this is it. I really hope that I helped you with this video, and I think that's going to be extremely beneficial for you that doesn't really know how to mix your melodies. And this kind of applies as well to the drums, but not 100%. I'm just going to make a video in the future about how to mix your drums, you know what I mean, which is very important as well, even though there's not a lot of things to do, and even though it's not very complicated. But yeah, that's it. Especially the mix of the melodies, it's extremely important if you're making beats. So yeah, and if you're a loop maker as well, if you only make samples or melodies, whatever, it's very, very important. So that's it. I have my course, all my social media down below, so check that out and subscribe, and that's it. I hope I helped you, brother, and goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.